Hi everyone, I'm Tracy from GrizzlieKnits, and this is episode 10 of the GrizzlieKnits podcast. Before I forget to mention, everything I talk about I will write down in the description box. I'll link everything when I can so you can find things that you're interested in. And I have a lot to talk about and a lot to show you. So there's gift knits, there's finished items, there's lots of whips. So we'll just get started. I am wearing my Soldonta crop. A lot of people made this. I'm sure you've seen it, and it is as incredible and wonderful as everyone says it is. I'll just stand up to show you it. So it's a very cropped sweater, short sleeve sweater. I made it a tiny bit longer. I think I could have even gone a little bit longer with it, but it is such a fun knit. I highly recommend it. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't say it's by Caitlin Hunter, and this is a paid for pattern, and it was wonderful. And I did it in very affordable yarns. The most yarn I used was, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. By Knit Picks. You know how much I love Knit Picks. And it's in the City DK, and I'm doing another sweater with the same yarn. So the main color, I don't know if this is the right one. I'll write down what colors I used in case you're actually interested in using the same colors. Oh, okay, so this color is called Snowshoe. So this was the main color. So everything else were just little bits of the same yarn, the City DK that I had lying around, except for, just want to show you, the little arrows here and the rib. I did use some of my Concept Cotton Merino. And this is by Katina. I should practice saying people's names before I actually podcast. It's a goal for 2021. Anyway, I love it. It was great. And I hope you guys try it. It's really good. Okay, I have that. Well, that's kind of a finished object, but it's been finished for quite a long time. New finished objects. Are you ready? Socks. I did my socks and I love them. The yarn is Bloodbath, I think it's called. No, now I'm forgetting. I'll write it down what it's called. It's by To the Max yarn, and I've talked about this a lot. So if you see my other podcasts, you already know more than I do. And the pattern with Summerly Designs School of Socks in her I'm So Basic socks, which now it's the second time I've used this pattern, and I'm scared to use something else just because it's so amazing, and it's wonderful. The pattern is great. Anyway, I'm so happy at how these came out. This was actually a sock set. Oh, my sock blockers are from Burning Impressions. I'll write that down too. And she's a Canadian company. And they're really great. They say my name, GrizzlieKnits. Anyway, they're so, I don't know, my attitude towards socks have been like kind of up and down. And now they're really up because this week I wore my other pair of socks for the first time all day. And everyone says how amazing socks feel on your feet, and they're right. They were so comfortable. I couldn't believe it, because I usually like quite a thick sock, like a cushiony sock. They were great. I had a great day. I think it was because of the socks. I mean, so now I want to make a lot of socks. I think like now I'm gonna be one of those people. Anyway, so these will be next that I'll wear. And I want to cast on another pair right away. So that was good. What else do I have to show you? Oh, this was a little gift knit I made. I don't know why I made it, and I don't even know who I'm giving it to, but I love the pattern. The pattern is by darlingjador.com. She has absolutely beautiful patterns. So they were just little coasters. So I went into my stash and I just got some just cream color, and I made these cute little coasters, but they're so cute. You could like even hang them up. I did block them just so you can see the pretty eyelet pattern. I don't know, it was just this like fun knit, you know, and easy. I made 3 of them. I might even keep them. I don't know. I could see me ruining them though. Maybe I'll give them to someone who will keep them safe. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. So, oh, I didn't say the name of the pattern. The Wheatfield Coaster. She has some really nice patterns too. Some scarves and hats and everything. So that was fun. That was just a little fun knit. And then I have a few more other finished objects. This was for this store. So I have a shop on Etsy, Grizzlie, and it has a lot of kids things. I was selling props, but I've moved kind of more just toward children's hats right now. And then I'm going to kind of refocus and kind of think about where I want to go for 2021 with the shop. I've had it for 10 years. If anyone is interested in opening an Etsy shop, please reach out to me and I will help. I hope I can help you. It's very easy to set up, and I've had really good results on Etsy. I really enjoyed it. So anyway, I found this pattern, the Pine Ridge Truck pattern. And those of you who follow me on Instagram, I've seen the picture I put up this week by Lisa's Naughty Knits. She only has one pattern out, and this is it. But I just thought it was so cute. So I got some thick and quick woolies, and I made these little hats. I have no one in mind, so I put them in my shop to sell. I think I'm probably a little bit too late. It would have been really nice if these were in earlier, and then people could have bought them for their little ones, like while getting Christmas trees, but that's okay. Anyway, it was really nice. A very simple knit, and the pattern is a duplicate stitch. So what that means is basically you make the hat like that, and then you stitch the picture over right onto your fabric. And it's really easy once you get the hang of it, and there's lots of great tutorials on YouTube. So I made those. That's my finished object for that. And then, excuse me, I did some heart hats. This is the one that's left. So this pattern is called Big Heart Beanie, and it's a pattern by Vanessa Fong. Again, I found it on Ravelry. So let me it's a paper pattern, but that's the picture. And it comes in all the sizes. You can do adults. I've made a few adult ones in the past, and they are really, really nice. And again, it's the duplicate stitch. So your hat will look like this. And then you just, you like embroider almost your heart. And I used Woolies Thick and Quick for this too. Anyway, so that was that. I think I finished finished showing you all my finished objects. And now I will show you my works in progress. Where should we start? You're probably very tired of seeing this, but I'm bringing it out anyway. This is the J sweater that I'm working on, my 30 minutes a day sweater. I didn't work on it for a few days, like it just didn't happen. But when it does happen, it's good. And it's really, I have 1 more inch. I thought I had less, and I tried it on, and I want it longer. So I have about 1 inch left, and then I'm gonna start the the trim. And then we'll get the sleeves done. This is gonna get done. This will get done. So that is that I'm working on, and I'm gonna be very strict for my 30 minutes. Even my daughter says, "Did you do your 30 minutes?" It's a big thing. What else? Okay, you've seen this. I'm doing things you've seen, and then a couple of new projects you haven't seen. This is this beautiful Eba's Garden Shawl, Eba by Hoki Locatelli. And I'm using just this blue and this gray that I got a long time ago in a subscription box. I think I mentioned they were Muskoka subscription box, and now I believe they're Wool Interrupted, an Ontario subscription box. And yeah, it's coming nicely. So this is where I was last time. I've got my little heart progress keeper there. I think from Whimsy and Sassy, is that what they're called? I'll write it down. Anyway, it's coming really nice. It's a beautiful knit. It's just like Netflix, keep going. Like, it's really nice. And then, but it's not boring, because then you have your little, if you can see, your little interesting details every so often. So I'm really enjoying it. Like, it's a great knit. So we're working on that. Well, we as in me is working on that. Then I'm working on a gift knit for a friend who saw the beanie in my last podcast, or maybe on Instagram actually, for my son, the Nice and Knit beanie. And she said she needed it because it matched her new jacket. It's important. So I'm making her one. But what I'm going to do is, this is how far I am so far. Oh, and I have my cute little gumdrop from Little Bitty Delights. I am going to make it longer for her. A little more slouchy. But it's really coming along nicely. Beautiful yarn. So I bought another skein of it. The Nice and Knit in the color Jetty. It's really nice. So I'm working on that. And now I have two new things to show you that I started. So one is a blanket that was requested by my son. So if you're a knitter and your teenage son says, "Mom, can you make me, like, you drop everything and you make the child something." So he asked for a blanket, and he had requirements that, well, he told me colors that he wants, and I'll show you in a sec, but he didn't want his toes to poke through. So what he means by that is we have a crocheted blanket that I made downstairs, and when he lies in it and he pushes, his toes poke through, and apparently he does not like this. So okay, so we had that, and then he picked the colors. So I'll just show you the colors. So what I decided was to put an order in with Knit Picks, and it did take quite a long time to get to Canada, but that's okay. The Brava worsted weight. It is soft enough, like, it's really soft, but it's durable at the same time, and I can wash his blanket. Not that he's a toddler, he lives on his own, but you want to wash things. Okay, so he wanted neutral colors with some brighter neutrals. That makes sense? I'll just show you. So we've got a silver. Okay, so we've got two silvers, two grays. So this one is silver, and I think this one's called, Dove Heather. So I'll just hold them like this so you can kind of see what's gonna happen. All right, then we have black. And these are the fun colors. Well, they're all fun, but this one's called Brindle. It's a really nice brown. And he wanted like a mustard, but I didn't see any mustard that was like gonna look good. Or he said like a dark red kind of thing. So I found this one called Wine. So here are the colors of the blanket. And I'll show you what I'm doing. I don't have a pattern because it's that easy. So I just chained on. Oh, here's my, I want to tell you what size needle I'm using. Okay, so I'm using a J and it's 8 millimeters. So I just chained on 155 stitches. And I'm doing a half double crochet. Half double crochet? I think I'm doing a half double. I know what it looks like. I'm not a crochet expert. I'll double check that. In the next episode, I will tell you for sure. But it's pretty tight. Like there's no real big holes for toes to poke through. And that's it. Like, it's just really methodical, really easy, just, you know, very mindless, but fun because you're changing colors. So it's just going to be a big, and I made it pretty big, if you can see, because I know if it's too small, he won't use it, but you can't really do too big, right, for a blanket. So this is half of it. And that's it. So I will try to get a couple of rows every day, but I'm not like, it's not like a gift. I mean, it's a gift, but it's not I'm not charging him. It's a gift that I'm not putting pressure on myself. It's not like I have a time where it has to be. And that's it. So that's going to be for my son. And okay, so now my Advent. I've been putting I got my first Advent this year by Allison Barnes Yarn. And I thought I had a card here. I have been opening it every day and I've been really, really enjoying it, of course, because who wouldn't, right? But then this is what happened. So I opened the first one, then I opened the second one, and then I'm in this like saving my yarn mood, which is not good. So what I mean by that is like the yarn is so beautiful, I don't want to use it. And things are I'm turning into a yarn collector instead of a knitter. I don't know if this is, let me know down below if you feel this way sometimes too. So I want to use my yarn, all my yarn, even my beautiful, you know, pricier yarn. I want to use it because that's why I'm buying it, not to collect it. There's always more yarn. So anyway, I thought, okay, so for Advent, I'm going to open it, wind it up, and I'm going to use it. So I had to find a pattern, an Advent pattern, and there's a lot of them. Like I had a lot to choose from. I chose, well, before I tell you, I was a little like, I chose it and then I bought it and then it said it was 25 pages. I was like, oh shoot, what did I do? I'm a 25-page pattern. But that's okay because you have to make room for 25 skeins of yarn, little mini skeins of yarn. So of course it's going to be like a longer pattern. So after I got over the shock, I was okay. And it is I'll show you the pattern. It is absolutely a stunning pattern. So it's by one of I'm going to declare her as one of my favorite shawl designers, Helen Stewart. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's really, really big. So I'm not really sure because I'm pretty small. I don't know I haven't decided, are we putting all the skeins in yet? Because I don't want this thing massive. But at the same time, I might, I don't know. Anyway, it's called Dust of Snow Wrap. So it's really fun. You have some parts you have to pay attention and some parts you don't. And the parts that you have to pay attention, I kept screwing up. My stitch count was off. Your stitch count cannot be off because there's just so many detailing here. So I had to go back, and going back took a while. So I've made a few mistakes and then I had to go back. So we're not exactly on track, but that's okay. So I'm going to show you so far what I have, what I've done. So this is it so far. And it is an asymmetrical shawl. Oh, it looks so pretty on the camera. So I'll hold it up a little more. And I've got my little Santa in a sleigh progress keeper. I don't have a Christmas project bag. That's something I probably should get. So I'm just putting it in my homespun house market basket. So that's where I'm at right now. And it's so much fun because you follow the pattern and she tells you when to change yarns. And it's amazing, guys. Like if you don't do an advent, I don't think, like, it doesn't matter. I mean, you could do this. Oh my goodness, you could do this in like 2 colors. You could do this in a solid color. She does in the pattern want you to pair it, or suggest that you pair it with a mohair, but I'm not doing that because the colors that I'm using, and I just want to show you what's next because it's really exciting. Allison has us now moving into greens. So I'm thinking that this shawl is going to be like my summer shawl. Like I could see me taking this, like when we go places, well, if we ever leave the house again, when we go places, you know, at night it gets chilly, or even in the day, or with air conditioning, but it's got this like slight summery vibe to me that I think it's going to be really special, really pretty. Wait, I was going to say something else about this. Now I can't remember. Yeah, so that's my shawl, my wrap, my Dust of Snow wrap. If you're, I would look up the pattern. It is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I'm really enjoying working on that. Okay, so those are all my whips. There's quite a few. What else have I? So I got, when I ordered my son's yarn for his blanket, I bought a few other yarns that I want to try from Knit Picks. Well, these I've tried, but I haven't seen these colors. So this is the City Tweed DK in this gorgeous pink that I just wanted to see in person, and I'm so glad I did. Oh, Briar Rose, cute. Okay, and then this I wanted to see, and now I think, did I have it? Because it kind of looks like in here, but I don't think I did. I think this is a slightly different shade. This one is called Obeson. Oh, now it sounds familiar, actually. Okay, I think I ordered and tried something that I already had, but that's okay because I really like it. These I didn't. These are called Chroma Twist, and they're in a bulky weight. This one's called Sandpaper, which I thought was very, very pretty. And this one is called Fog Bank. I'm not really sure what I'll do with these, but they were very pretty. And the last thing is I wanted to show some Ruby and Rose yarn. I don't know if you remember when I made a hat for Addison of Ruby and Rose yarn for a sample. So she asked if I would like to get paid in yarn or money. I chose yarn she has such gorgeous yarn. So, and I told her to surprise me with any color she wanted because I love all her colors. So she sent this gorgeous, like, look at this. Oh, look at those colors. Let me just, like, it's just so beautiful. So this is her Cornish Pixies, and it's from the Harry Potter Yarn Club. That's fun. And it's a DK. So I just love that. So that's about it. I think I've talked about everything. So what I would like to do is catch up with you probably in a couple of weeks again. But before that, I think I'm going to do a bonus episode of me showing you everything I've made in 2020. I'm going to include this, even though I think I made it in December 2019, maybe like 2 weeks before 2020. So anyway, I think you've seen a lot, but it might be neat just to kind of see everything together. And I will link all the patterns and all the yarns in case you want to take on a project for the holidays yourself. And that's about it. So if you really like this video, or even if you like it a little, you can press like. And please subscribe to my channel so I can keep doing these videos for you. And that's about it. I hope everyone is staying well. And we lit the first candles of our menorah last night. So happy Hanukkah and Merry Christmas. Probably see you before then. And that's about it. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. Take care. Bye-bye.